Hey everybody, and welcome to the Customer Engagement Lab. I am joined for another fun episode of Lessons from the Lab, which is a roundtable where I bring in a couple of different guests and we take a look at a specific app or tool. We do a free trial of it, and we also talk about something that marketing made us buy or didn't buy this month. We take a look at different advertisements, and we have a lot of fun. With me here in studio is the creative director at Pyper Inc, Kat Lim.
Hey, everybody.
The Sales Enablement Program Manager at PandaDoc, Anna Gallese.
Hi.
And Todd Clouser, the Lead Brand Marketing Manager at Refine Labs.
What's going on?
Can you, a little more enthusiasm?
Yay!
Just kidding. Glad to have you guys all here. I'm Travis Tyler, the Senior Digital Content Producer at PandaDoc. Let's jump into Marketing Made Me Buy It. We're starting with Mr. Enthusiasm, Todd over here. Todd, what did marketing make you buy this month?
Okay, so I actually had a couple coming into this, but I chose the Lume Cube, which is a light for my mirrorless camera. I had been looking for a light for about a month and was about to pull the trigger on just like a generic kind of Amazon RGB light. And I saw on LinkedIn my man Mason Cosby, who Lume Cube had sent their kind of like desk edge light to. So half sarcastically, I reached out in his comments and said, hey man, you need to get a promo code so I can support you. And to my surprise, the influencer manager or I don't know her exact title from Lume Cube hooked him up with a promo code, and I was able to buy this with Mason Cosby's promo code. So, and it's been awesome. I've used it in several videos so far, and it's worked really well.
Shout out to Mason. We've got him pulled up on the screen for those that are just listening. He did a post on LinkedIn with a big smile and a surprised shock face of him with his Lume Cube. This is, I feel like, word of mouth influencer marketing, like grassroots at its finest.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, dude, now he's got a promo code. Good for him. Good for you, Mason.
I want a promo code.
I want a lot of promo codes.
You don't get one.
Get me one. Todd, get me a promo code.
I love it. I think that's a great way. I mean, we always talk about it. Folks at Refine Labs talk about word of mouth marketing and how powerful it is. So it's a great example. Next up, let's turn to you, Anna. What did marketing make you buy this month?
Okay, so I've been looking for a fitness tracker for some time, specifically for tracking sleep. You know, as we're getting older, we're looking to really focus a bit more on our health, and I really have been finding that I don't have a ton of energy throughout the day. So I wanted to figure out a way to improve that. So I did a bit of research, and I recalled from 2020 this YouTube ad that Amazon Halo had put on and thought it was really cute. So that was the first thing I thought about when looking for these trackers. So obviously it was the first product I looked into.
Okay, so, and I think you have the ad here. We'll take a look at it real quick.
Improving your health starts with better understanding it. It's time to see how the daily choices we make, from how much we move, to how well we sleep, to how we communicate, to how we measure our body, all connect to form a more complete picture of our health. Introducing Amazon Halo, a brand new way to measure, track, and improve your health every day. Comfortable, secure, and swim-proof, the Halo Band is ready to move with you. Plus, there's no screen, so it won't interrupt or distract you. It focuses on your health, so you can focus on your life. Let's check it out.
Not bad. Okay, so you had seen that ad like a while
Years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, years ago. And it always sort of like when my brain went to this place of fitness tracker world, it went to this ad that I had seen in 2020.
It's interesting because there's a lot of players on the market.
Yes.
I mean, you can just get an Apple Watch.
Fitbit.
There's Whoop.
Fitbit.
I was wearing a Whoop for a couple
Garmin
years.
watch. Garmin is
There you
back
go.
with trackers. So I also in this investigation of trackers was I heard that my sister had gotten one. So another sort of word of mouth type thing. But and then randomly, I was served up an ad from Amazon during this time that was offering me 50% off.
Spooky.
Marketing made me do it.
There you go. And rumor has it you don't really wear it that often.
I'm not wearing it anymore. It's just an extra thing to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought not having a screen was intriguing.
It
Yeah.
is nice.
Yeah.
It's just like this dark band drives me crazy. And
Oh.
yeah. So the next one I'm going to try, which is totally an investment, is an Aura ring. So it comes in gold, silver,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, a little bit more discreet.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe my Orange Theory Fitness will start using a ring tracker. I have to wear this
Ooh.
big ass goofy thing. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
that's a quick plug for Orange Theory Fitness. Let's wrap it up with you, Kat. I'm really excited for it. I saw you brought some props in.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna do a mukbang where we
Oh my God, it's a dream.
eat and drink on camera together. So, what did marketing make you buy?
So the last couple times I was here, it was Instagram, and ad just like caught my attention. But this time, it was good old television. Saw an ad for this new Starbucks energy drink called Baya,
Okay,
and you want to take a look at it?
let's watch the ad.
Let's watch it.
Happy all the time, happy all the time.
all the time.
I ando con mi vibe, happy all the time. Mira, mira, mira cómo ando, por la calle siempre cantando. Así que vete, a ver lo lindo que puede ser. Woo!
New Starbucks Baya energy drink. In 3 refreshingly fruity flavors, with 160 milligrams of caffeine naturally found in coffee fruit, it's energy that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Right?
I want to.
Okay.
I want to try it.
I watched it, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing it's a woman of color. She's wearing like an all pink outfit,
She's
and
awesome.
sounds a little familiar. And she's roller skating. So sounds a little familiar.
Okay.
These are my roller skates, as you can see, very colorful, kind of like the ad. And if we could really quickly switch to a photo I provided.
It's you.
Yeah, it's me. So I watched this ad, and like I was a little annoyed. I was like, I get it. I'm in the demo. Okay, it's speaking to me. I'll buy it. Fine.
We were joking around. Not only are you in the demo, you are the ICP, the most
Yeah.
ideal customer for them.
Yeah, yeah. And I just have a feeling like we'll see if it even tastes good, but I have to try it.
Let's try it.
And I haven't tried it yet, so we're gonna do it right now.
While you're pouring those, the ad itself,
Actually,
for those
take one, pass it down.
that are just listening, there was a woman roller skating, as Kat said, but she was going like upside down on walls in like what looked like some metropolitan area in New York City, maybe. And it was giving me vibes. I'm trying to remember what movie it was.
Here, why don't you pour a little bit? We can try both flavors.
What was the movie? What's the director of Hamilton?
Don't pour that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's In the Heights.
In the Heights.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't they like dance on the walls in the Heights? Did you
There
guys
might
see
have
that
been a
movie?
sequence where they're sort of, imagining that.
It's like the camera goes like, boom, and they're like on the building walking up it.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
Exactly.
thought I'd
Alright.
describe that.
For,
Let's taste
wait, no,
it.
hold it. For a true mukbang, you have to do like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's more of an ASMR.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Okay, fine. So this, what flavor is this?
Beat the hell out of me right now.
Mukbang is?
Todd's just tapping his cup.
What are you confused about? What are you confused about?
Do you know what ASMR is?
I do.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what a mukbang is?
What's that?
Do you know what a mukbang is?
I have no idea.
You eat or drink on camera
And on a
for
microphone.
the folks at home.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can like hear you sipping your drink.
Oh, I
like,
got that.
So
All
let's
right,
try
here
its
we go.
raspberry lime.
Oh, delicious.
Mm.
Raspberry lime. Okay.
All right, so right away I'm gonna go ahead and just look at the back of it. 16 added grams of sugar. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say no thanks.
Any natural flavors?
Nice ad. No, thank you.
Flavor raspberry lime flavor with other natural flavors.
It's supposed to be like, yeah, it's supposed to be natural.
160 milligrams of caffeine, just so you guys know.
Yeah. My review of this is it tastes like an energy drink. Take that.
taste like gasoline?
Does it taste like the commercial?
No. No, I mean it tastes like what I would expect from the commercial. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It does.
That's
Yeah,
what I
so
mean.
it tastes like
The
it-
music, the outfits, the speed, all of it. No, it was a really fast, high
Yes, it
tempo,
was. A lot happening.
video,
Should we
like,
chug
quick
more to
cuts.
really get the
I
we try the
finished it. I'm
second
ready to go
flavor?
for the
Yeah,
second
but you have
flavor.
to finish. You poured a lot. That's why I said you shouldn't pour so much. Now you have to chug that.
Is there any? What's the liquor content?
Okay, well technically
There is none.
we should. I
The
think
rest of the show is going to go
energy
really
What kind
fast.
of show is this?
so. This flavor is the pineapple passion fruit.
This is
You
more
should
my,
have
up my
cracked
alley.
it open inside of the microphone.
Oh.
It's okay.
Ugh. I'll do this.
Yeah.
That sounds like we're in a bathroom or something.
That was a good pour sound, I have to say.
There
Be
was
careful.
no
Trying really hard.
Dude, wait, tap the can, Dale. Tap the can. Tap the can. Tap the can.
Crinkle the can. So what do you think? I mean, in all seriousness, like I'm trying to think of what the takeaway is from this. I think what I see is like when you know your demo, you just nail it. Just it's the idea that we've talked about on the show of like. Wait, is it bad?
I actually thought that one was better.
Tastes like chapstick.
It's a very strong smell.
I like this one better actually.
Really?
Kind of tastes like
Oh,
you're.
man. I'm into the other one. I like. It tastes like perfume.
It kind of tastes
sound. I'm sorry.
like
I prefer.
sunblock smells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
It tastes like Jan's candles.
Call back. People are like, "What's Jan's?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
We need like one lit right here. Yeah, so it smells.
I like the raspberry lime better. I would say I'd probably buy the raspberry lime flavor again in the future.
In a
probably.
pinch.
Yeah. It just don't have. I have low expectations for the taste, but in terms of the visuals, spot on.
Yeah.
I think too, like what I was trying to get at before, and I almost threw up on camera, was this idea of creating something for your audience that you know is there. They are not the biggest audience. You're not trying to cast a wide net. You're like this idea of like I'm going to create something for 100 like raving fans of this, not 10,000 so-so fans.
Right.
And this commercial was for you, and it landed.
Yeah. It sure did.
All right, let's go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we will wrap up the episode with our second segment, which is Lessons from the Lab, and we will be taking a look at Evernote. All right, gang, let's go ahead and dive into Lessons from the Lab. This week, we took a look at Evernote. Evernote is a popular note-taking app founded all the way back in 2000, 22 years ago, that allows users to sync their notes, to-dos, and schedules across all of their digital devices. Users can even capture images, organize projects, jot down notes, and connect popular calendar apps to stay organized. I personally started using Evernote back in 2013 when I graduated from college, just so I could have a quick app to access all of these new things. Like I had moved in with roommates, so I needed like the address and the zip code, and like I was just using it strictly for that because at the time I had an Android. I didn't feel like there was a good note-taking app on there. I was using it for logins and passwords, which is stupid because I could just get all my stuff. I still might use it for that. I also used it for just jotting down ideas. I was in like a very existential part of my post-college life.
Love it.
And was like reading lists and inspirational quotes.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I could see it.
But one of the things I noticed during my Evernote trial now, because when I first downloaded it, what is it, 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago, was their template library. I work at PandaDoc. We're obsessed with templates. It's one of our main like levers to bring in people into the app and test it out and try it out is on a document template. So I was like, let's take a look at what, Evernote has in terms of templates. So I was using Evernote on my desktop. So this is what it looks like, the desktop version. I was using it on my MacBook. And for those that are just listening, they do a pretty good job of organizing templates with a nice little menu on the left-hand side. They have different categories. They have different collections, they call them. Or you can just hit all templates and search something to find it in their template gallery. And I was a little disappointed, to see that there were only 5 templates for marketing and sales. There's a lot more than that. They've got a business plan, a social media calendar, a marketing plan. I was happy to see the Sandler sales training for all my sales nerds out there. It was one of the most popular sales training in the world. They had a call planner and then a blog post worksheet. Just felt like it was
Very basic.
very, underwhelming. So out of curiosity, I actually went over to one of Evernote's competitors called Notion, and I was like, let's see what their templates look like. And holy crap, they have hundreds, thousands of templates just for marketing. And their categories are much more like narrowed down by like industry, vertical, profession. And the coolest thing that I noticed about Notion that I think other brands might want to take like a note from is they have people selling templates on their marketplace. They've created a template marketplace, and like some of them are expensive, like $95 for like a specific Notion template. But like if you're at like that one, SEO growth list, $99, like, okay, I don't.
Holy moly.
Yeah, like that's a lot of money. But I was just really impressed, and I think that Evernote could definitely take just some inspiration from this. I think PandaDoc could. I think a lot of companies that are using templates as a product-led growth part of their strategy. I mean, this is really cool. You get power users creating templates and selling them. It screams opportunity for me. So that was my main takeaway. Todd, let's switch it up to you, my TikTok content man. What did you notice about your experience with Evernote?
All right, that was in depth.
It's the only time I get to speak.
Mine, we're going to zoom out a little bit. So, I did not use the desktop version.
I didn't either.
Most people
downloaded
don't.
it on my phone.
Okay.
And I'm going to go full boomer here for a moment. And I was about to text all of you for help when I decided I have to figure this out because there's no way in hell that I'm going to admit that I can't do this.
And here you are.
But here I am telling everybody on the podcast. When I downloaded the app, the login page has email.
You didn't get very far.
Continue. Sign in with Google or sign in with Apple. Nowhere does it say sign up for Evernote.
Yeah.
There's a section that says login or sign up. I tried hitting sign up, like maybe it was a link.
Maybe you're fat fingering it.
And
okay.
like I tried sign in with Google, put in my stuff. It gives you the typical like you're not a user. That's when I was going to text you guys, and then I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just put in my email, because to me, this looks like the login without using a third-party app to do it. It just looks like, okay, put in your email to log in.
Yeah.
It's actually the sign up portion of it, but nowhere does it say sign up.
That's a pretty big barrier to entry, I'd say.
So there's that. I was already
Flustered.
flustered.
Okay.
And then I logged in and I started using it, and to me, I'm like a very basic user of notes. The way that I use notes is for like content planning, but I'm very old school in the sense that like I always have my phone, so I'll use the notes app on my phone to jot down like an idea. If it comes to me when I'm not at my computer, I just house it in notes. But then when I actually go to create whatever that piece of content is, like I bust out the pen and paper and
Same.
write it down.
I do too.
Like it to me, it just works better. So like, I'm probably not the ideal customer because like I looked at some of the templates and I was like, to me, this is just like, I'm going to get lost in here. Like it's not going to be beneficial for me.
You don't have a pink jumpsuit and roller skates. I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
You don't? What?
He said it, not me.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I think looking at your barrier to entry, I also did have that same login experience where I was like, oh, they must just already have my email from when I was a user before. Because again, I like I said, I used it earlier, so I was like, oh, okay. That is something they should test, probably, definitely.
Probably, definitely.
All right. Anna, you're up next. What was your experience like using Evernote?
Sure. So I did download the app, but then I also tested it on desktop or on the web version. And initially, I do have a bit of a background in UI and web development design. So just how intuitive the web platform was really spoke to me. I thought that it was really easy to use, seemed like pretty obvious. Then I really liked their tour, little pop-ups when you entered for the first time that kind of gave you a tour around the product and how to use certain features and what would be relevant. And then also something that really spoke to me as well, being that I'm in sales enablement, which is training and providing resources for our sales team, was their resources section. So a big thing for me was that it wasn't too much content. It really organized things between features and how to use a product, and then subscriptions and billing, and then also their partner products and sort of like integrations. So I thought that was a really great way to separate all those resources. You can search, which is helpful, and it comes in different forms of training, like modalities. So video, and then text, and screenshots, and instructions. So depending what type of learner you are, easiest way to remember things, it really gave you those options. So I thought that was really cool too.
Plus one on the like education part of like teaching users how to use the app.
For sure.
Maybe they could teach people how to log in.
Yeah. You think that would be the, number one.
Sign up, excuse me.
All the things you love just really brought me down.
I'm so sorry. I can give you a tour, so if you want to do some screen sharing. But yeah, for the most part, I think, getting started, once you're in there, getting started with the product is, there's so many resources available that you can use it to your fullest advantage. I really liked how they have like an experts community too, where you can partner with experts and they can teach you how they use the product. I think that was really useful. We could use that at PandaDoc too.
Yeah, I was thinking about, we have a really good at PandaDoc, I think we do a good job of giving people resources, but when we're trying to train the trainers, right, or train our own salespeople, that's where I'm like, we needed to look out elsewhere of how do people organize this stuff and the different modalities you mentioned. I like it. Cool. Anything else to add or?
No, I think that's it.
Cool.
To your point though, I think sometimes it's just easier to take out pen and piece of paper than it is to like open up your phone, open up your browser. So I completely understand that too. But and time and place and ICP, everybody prefers something different.
All right, Kat, what about you? Last up.
Yeah, so I think it was a nice balance between like the Notes app and Asana. So I use Asana at Pyper for task management, but I don't necessarily need something that robust for like all the stuff that I do outside of work, like improv and podcast stuff. So I like that it's in between. But I agree, the templates were lame. I think the overall UI it's basic, but maybe that's what they were going for, because this is something that should be straightforward. This is how you organize your notes. This is how you organize your tasks. So I was hoping for maybe a little bit more customization. Like, I don't know, what about paper textures? is that a 290? I don't know. Or like, can I color code my notebooks? I have like 7 notebooks now. So I would like to have had a little bit more customization options, but overall, I think I will actually keep using it.
Cool.
Yeah.
The thing that I've struggled with Evernote over the years is I've been trying to use the free version, and they push the paid version, in my opinion, a little bit too hard and not compelling enough in terms of like the feature set of what it offers. Again, I didn't go super in depth on like analyzing every single feature you get in free versus paid, but I just was like, I'm just taking notes. I mean, maybe if there was something like I was going to mention as I was listening to you guys talk about it, in like a voice annotation, because going back to like struggling with a pen and paper, I would love to just be able to yell at my Evernote and it knows that that's the title. Yeah. And then we move down into bullet points, and then we move down into like just free paragraph text. And it's really smooth and easy to do. And I think it has that, or like my iPhone has a built-in annotator on its keyboard and it will do that for me. But Yeah, it was just one idea.
There were a couple things that were annoying to me though, and
Drop
you
it.
can tell me if it's just because I'm new. Okay,
Episode not sponsored by Evernote.
I was like, thanks.
you can.
Don't come
so
out.
they talked about this new release of the Home. You can like organize by recent or
That's what-
suggested.
yeah, mhm.
Suggested. What's the difference between recent and suggested? Maybe it's just me. I don't trust an app to know what to suggest to me because I feel like that's just
We
too
just
similar to
met.
recent.
How do you know?
Doesn't Google Drive do that at the top when you log in? It suggests what you may want to
Yeah, but
reopen that you've opened recently.
how is that different from most recent? Why can't I just have an option with what I want to pin? Well, I can pin at the top, but
Because the algorithm knows best.
okay.
My
maybe.
assumption is that it works the way like recent is obviously most recent.
Yeah.
Suggested would be like if I've opened this several times over the past
That's true.
couple months.
Spent a lot of time in it.
Yeah, perhaps. Okay.
Collaborated
fair,
a lot
fair,
on
fair. Okay, and then one more thing. So you know, at the bottom, there's a nav that's always there, and then you can click to add a task or a note. Okay, I didn't like how if I am in a particular notebook, I would assume that if I were to add a task or a note, while I'm in that notebook, it would automatically go in that notebook.
Yes.
But it always automatically goes to your things to do list, and so I kept going like, where are all my things to do? It's in the things to do. But I forgot that was the list. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hate that too.
Okay, thank you for the validation, Anna.
It's really annoying.
No, I think Evernote. I don't want to say. I think they've been around so long they just got comfortable, and I think that other players have come into the market and disrupted it and done a better job of what they initially set out to do.
They're basic.
Basic. B.
I will be testing the Notion app and seeing if that replaces Evernote for me. So
Is that more of a desktop thing or a mobile thing?
both, they do both.
Okay.
But I think I saw TikTok ads for it
Oh,
that
you
were
win.
really well done on how to organize your life. Yeah. All right. Well, that was Lessons from the Lab. We hope you all enjoyed this episode. And it was not sponsored by Starbucks, LoomCube, Amazon, none of those things.
Definitely not Evernote.
Not Evernote. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Appreciate you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy Friday.
Thanks for listening to the Customer Engagement Lab brought to you by PandaDoc. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or connect with us on LinkedIn. We'd love to hear from you and what you think of the show.